Hello and welcome back to another episode of Farming Life at Laford. And so the lorry driver is here to collect our weanlings. So we showed you them a few times. Now they're all going off, bar the heifers that we're going to keep. This is a massive double trailer, double deck lorry. Here's the man himself.
So, weanlings are going today. The bulk of them. I still pinch myself every time this big lorry comes and we fill it up with weanlings, a double deck and a trailer. So there's about 48 going today, or 50. And that's it. I'll talk to you a bit more about it. He's a good driver. I find them trailers very hard to back, and he'll back it directly in here. This is our loading bay. We don't have to be carrying gates routing around. I put this gate on it there as well, so it swings around, so you have no pulling or anything.
Loaded into the front lorry and the rest will be going into the back trailer. Chipper. Just we're scanning in the passports for all the animals.
So, here we are again. Weanlings are gone, that bunch. Did okay, prices was up, they weighed well, and we have the sheds cleaned out now. Finished with the muck spreader for this year. We have it all spread, we have it oiled up and cleaned up. There's no work to be done with it now, it's ready to kick off for November or December, whenever we start. You seen on the last video, we had there was some of Laura's calves went off on the load, so they actually worked out very well, them two. There were 416 kilos one of them, and we got 190 a kilo, which is not bad. We hadn't them that long, and they used one bag of milk replacer, but they were on meal and maize at lib all the time. So that was another reason why we decided this year we were humming and hawing whether we'd sow maize or not. So then we said we would, because if we hadn't got it, it would have cost us a fortune to keep them. We'd have to buy more, even though we have our own wheat and all, but we'd have to put stuff with it to balance it up. So and the maize is great feed altogether. So we see great weights on the weanlings. Like last year now, comparing the weanlings that was out the field the same age and the ones that was in the shed, there was nearly 70 kilos in the difference. So that's a huge. Now we have 2 batches to bring in, but we're not bringing them in yet because we're in the middle of silage, and hopefully in the next 10 days we'll be finished all the silage, and we'll bring them in then. So that'll just take the pressure off a small bit. We'll have 2 batches of weanlings to bring in. We'll bring them in now in about 10 days time, and start feeding them. So the maize is gone, but we have still lots of wheat in the silos, and we'll buy luzerne. So we have some luzerne in bales, a hay up in the other farm. I'm square bales, we'll probably use that, but wouldn't have enough. And so hopefully this year with our 2 fields of maize, hopefully it does better than last year. Normally our 2 silage pits with the same amount of hectares well sowed, you would not fit in the 2 silage pits, but the last 2 years was not great. So it's coming on now well, the maize is up and all, and hopefully all we can do is depend on the man above to make it grow. So that's it.
So we are, and when I say we, I mean and the dogs. So myself and the dogs are heading over to film Dad in the field we call the Rex, cutting silage. So he's just cut the long field, I'll show you that just now in a second. And now I'm going to show you him cutting the Rex. So this time he has a different mower on the back, he has the conditioner mower. So I'll show you guys that.
We're back here cutting silage again. It's not whole crop. There was maize in this field 2 years ago. This is our Pottinger conditioner mower. It's no oil painting to look at, but it's in good condition. We only got it this year, and it's 3.3 meters. It's working real well. This is our second field now we've cut today, and 82 is not a bother. That is her. I like this idea, it cuts in and out. Now I said the last one, our other Pottinger non-conditioner wasn't as good to cut, but this one is every bit as good as the John Deere mowers we used to have. So usually we only get a year or 2 we sell them on again. That's what we usually do. I like this, that I fix it back and forth to keep the rows together for rowing. We'll row it straight out of the mower rows, and we'll leave it for a day till it wilt well, because we like the silage as dry as we can, because we're straw bedding and we don't want the cows to runny behind. So the grass is pretty good here, not too bad. It's kind of a bit strong, it's going to head on us, but there's good clover and there's a good butt to it. You can see there yourself. It's okay. It should have been cut 2 weeks ago, but that's the way the weather goes. So we'll have 3 fields down now, and then we're going back at the whole crop to get that out of the way. I want this in case the problem over here is we're in June now, or getting into June. That if the heat comes, that's it. It makes grass stops or burns it up, say at the end of June, July. So now it mightn't happen that way. The last 3 years was that way. So that's just want to get these up as much as I can, and then when we have the silage on, it'll be hay. So Laura will probably be filming, cutting a bit, and then that's it.
Kelpie's waiting. Okay, so that was Dad mowing in the Rex with the H210 and our conditioner mower. I will show you now the long field. He has cut that first. I think it's a little bit heavier than this, but I'll go have a look now, see how he got on, let him know if he did a good job or not. No, it's usually the other way around, but I'll show you that, and that'll be our 2 fields. 2 fields cut today anyways, and then as Dad said before, another few fields and then whole crop. So we are here now in the section that we call across the road. It's a few fields that have the other side of the road. Here behind me in the field we call November, we have a few cows. So that's the field that we did the wood in, that you saw us cutting down some wood. Just across the way here is the long field. I'll let you guess as to why it's called that. So I just cut this. It's just grass as well. It's not a whole crop either. So it goes all the way. The dogs are waiting to go home. It goes all the way down to the woods there at the end. We have another field there. We have a field in the woods. This field is not ours. So now that's the two fields that we've cut today, or that Dad's cut today. I just filmed, and be baling again soon. So that's your quick update on where we are with our silage. You're not impressed, are you, Lex? Oh, you're lovely dogs, huh? You're lovely dogs. So that's that for this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below. You can also subscribe and ring the little bell notification so that you're notified and stay up to date on our daily activities here around the farm in France. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.